Hello, and welcome to Maury County Now, Maury County's premier news show covering the events, ideas, groups, and happenings in and around Maury County. Last year at the Maury County Animal Shelter, a star was discovered. We spoke to Bill Berloni, Rine, and the Grand Marshal of this year's Mule Day Parade, Casey, about adoption, shelter pets, and how you can have your very own star.
My name is Bill Berloni. I train animals for the entertainment industry. I'm here with one of my dogs, Casey, who I adopted here in Maury County, who happens to be the Grand Marshal this year of the 2013 Mule Day Parade. Back in March of 2012, when we were doing the nationwide search for the musical Annie, we found this dog online, and I came down here to a shelter and adopted her, and it was so thrilling to know that we could help the community and bring some awareness to the fact that we had adopted Casey. To come back a year later with her being honored as the Grand Marshal, again, it's just a dream to me where we can show people that shelter dogs are good and they can make great pets, and hopefully encourage other people to adopt as well. So I'm really happy to be back here in Columbia. When I was 19 years old, I was asked to train the original Sandy for the Broadway production of Annie, and I just thought it was a fluke. I never thought I'd be able to make a living out of training animals and training them for the entertainment industry. And you know, working with animals is sometimes a lot better than working with people. So I think I'm a pretty lucky guy that I can earn a living training animals and rescuing them at the same time, you know. So it's a great job to have, and I'm so fortunate. When I work on shows and on Broadway shows and movies, you know, the message is that, you know, anybody could have walked into the shelter the day before I did and adopted this dog, who is a great dog. So just going out there, and if you're thinking about getting a pet, a cat or a dog, please think about adoption. There's a lot of animals in this area that need homes, and you too can get a star just like I did, except it'll be a star for your living room instead of a star of Broadway.
Hi, I'm Sonjalyn Dickson Rine with Pet Pals of Maury County, and I'm here with Jasper. Jasper is a typical Maury County animal shelter pup. Jasper's wonderful, and I just know that there is a star hiding inside Jasper just waiting to be discovered. When you get Jasper home and make him your own, you're gonna discover that you just don't know what you did before there was Jasper in your life. Right, buddy? I always say that there is nothing sweeter than puppy kisses, and Jasper's full of puppy kisses, as are most of the dogs here at the Maury County Animal Shelter, and the cats. There are some amazing cats and amazing dogs here. Unfortunately, some of them are urgent. You'll have an opportunity when you come in and see an urgent animal to save a life. You're saving the life of the animal that you adopt. You're saving the life of the animal that can now occupy space in that shelter. And I'm a firm believer that you're saving your own life, because that animal will add years to your life and add life to your years. Come on out to the Maury County Animal Shelter and adopt a friend for life. One like little Jasper here. There are some great big dogs here that are just going to be amazing to snuggle with. There are some high energy dogs, and there are some real laid-back kitty cats. And you'll have a ball if you come out to the Maury County Animal Shelter anytime, Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. and then on Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. The shelter has an application process. Put in your application. Once you're approved, you can go home with an amazing friend and just the light of your life, I'm sure.
Adam Southern returns with a viewer-inspired request on the history of the Columbia Military Academy. Get ready to stand at ease on this next edition of Historic Maury County.
Hello, I'm Adam Southern, and this is another exciting edition of Historic Maury County. And we've had a couple of requests about history of CMA. People want to know how CMA got its start. It actually started as an arsenal. In May of 1888, President Grover Cleveland signed an act creating an arsenal in Columbia, Tennessee. And they bought a 67-acre plot that was once the farm of Dr. William Polk. And his home, Buena Vista, sat on this 67 acres. And they bought that for just over $15,000. And then they spent another $20,000 putting a fence around that. And you can still see that fence today. I always found that a little amusing that they spent more on building the fence around the property than they did for the actual property. But you can still see the fence today, and also you can see several of the buildings that they put on that site in the late 1800s. They built 9 original buildings on that site for a cost of over $500,000 to build those beautiful limestone buildings that are on the site. And the way the government works was probably about the same as it is today, because just 12 years after President Cleveland signed the act creating that arsenal, they declared it obsolete and they moved the arsenal out of there. So there was the 67 acres with 9 beautiful buildings on it empty. So the citizens of Columbia got together with a plan, and they wondered, you know, what can we do? We want to put something there, and it was great for a school campus. So several of the leading citizens of Columbia, together with Senator Edward Ward Carmack, they talked to the United States government about doing a school there. And they thought, well, since it was built for military purposes, let's make it a military school. So that's how CMA got its start, Columbia Military Academy. We see that CMA, it operates from 1905 all the way up to the 1970s. And they've had a wide variety of people come in, international students, students from all 50 states. They have fought in every war since World War I. And it's estimated that probably about 200 to 300 casualties in all of those wars from World War I up to Vietnam. And Vietnam was really the downfall of CMA too, because the anti-war movement, people didn't want to join the military. So if they didn't want to join the military, why would they go to a military school? So their enrollment goes down and the school ultimately shuts down. And then in 1979, the Churches of Christ in Maury County, they come together and they start Columbia Academy, which still operates today. And on the campus there, they have a museum, the CMA Museum. So it's open by appointment only. So call CA, see if you can get in, take a look at that. They have a lot of great stuff in it. And also check out a copy of my book, Maury County, A History and Vintage Postcards. I have a whole chapter on the history of CMA, and I'd be glad to show it to you. And I'd be even more glad to sell you a book. Come see me at the library. Thank you.
We'll be back with more Maury County Now after this.
CPWS PowerNet presents the best triple play in Columbia. We've added phone to our already great lineup of services, including doubling our HD channels and increased internet speed. Call today to get the new triple play for only $89.95 per month, which includes local phone service, expanded basic cable, and a free internet upgrade to 50 meg for a full year. Why wait? Call 931-388-4833 today to get the CPWS PowerNet triple play. Offer expires July 19, 2013.
Have you ever wondered why you see so many of these tags around here? It's probably just because the people of Middle Tennessee are shrewd shoppers. At Parks Motor Sales, with our huge selection of Buicks and GMC trucks, we can fix you up with luxury, style, and performance. Whether you want the luxury and style of a new Buick LaCrosse or Encore, or the professional grade performance of a new GMC truck or SUV, you'll find it for less here at Parks. We're doing more to save you more at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia or parksmotorsales.com.
Once every 3 hours, a fire death occurs in America. 80% of these deaths could be prevented with a working smoke alarm. Hi, I'm Lee Bergeron, Chief of the Columbia Fire Department. The men and women of Columbia Fire Department would like for you to have a working smoke alarm in your home. We have a program that if you call 931-560-1700, our men and women will come and place a working smoke alarm in your residence. We know by doing this, this helps make you safer and makes our city a safer place to work and live. These smoke alarms are brought to us on a grant by Governor Haslam and Commissioner Julie McPeak. Their goal is to place 20,000 working smoke alarms in residents in Tennessee. We know and they know by doing this, we can help save lives and prevent the young and the elderly from perishing in fires. Thank you very much.
We're back with more Maury County Now on PowerNet 13.
April is Autism Awareness Month at the King's Daughter School Center for Autism. Here's Meridith Pettigrew, Director of the Center for Autism, speaking about the school and what autism is.
My name is Meridith Pettigrew. I'm Director of Autism Services at the King's Daughters School Center for Autism. As April is Autism Awareness Month, we get really excited around here and like to do a lot for the community. We do a lot within our building, but I also feel like it's kind of our mission to get out to the community and share what autism is. The Center for Autism is specifically for students that have autism. So all of our students here have that diagnosis. We have 20 students that live here and 4 students that come to school during the day and go home. We're a school, but we're also a residential facility. So the kids live here in one big building. We've got 3 floors, and they go to school during the day on the bottom floor, and then they're here at night, the top 2 floors. So autism is a developmental disability. It's not something you catch. It's not something that you all of a sudden have at 10 years old. You're going to be diagnosed with it earlier on in age, and you're going to have red flags that pop up developmentally in a young child. So some of the characteristics that you might see with individuals with autism, you might see some hand flapping and rocking. Most individuals don't have very good eye contact. And again, I preface that by saying some, most, they're all different. So any individual you meet that has autism is going to be different than the next. So just because you hear one characteristic doesn't mean that that next person is going to be exactly like them. You're going to see maybe some self-injurious behaviors, hitting their head, biting themselves, and again, that's just a means of communication. You also might see individuals running off, darting. They are quick, they are fast. A lot of vocalizations, you might hear that. I can usually pick it out. My husband can pick it out now, you know, at Kroger when he hears some auditory stimming, you can tell that that's an individual with autism. So those are going to be some of the things that you can really pick out. But the rocking and stimming, any kind of movement like that, flicking their fingers in their face, that's a dead giveaway that, that autism is going on. I think I would just want more understanding. I don't like the word patience because I don't like when people say that I must have a lot of patience for what I do. It's really not about that. It's about being understanding of the situation, and I think just an overall understanding of compassion for people in general. You could have a toddler in Walmart who is misbehaving because of parental, you know, mishap, but you also could have a toddler in Walmart misbehaving because they have autism and their parent can't control it and can't fix it. So just to kind of observe the situation and just be a little bit more understanding of what's going on and watch the parents interact. And you can always tell when there's someone interacting with an individual with autism because sometimes you can see the stress on their face, you can see how long it takes to diffuse the situation. And so just have more understanding. So to find out more about autism, you can seek out places like Autism Society of Middle Tennessee, Autism Speaks. They've got a lot of really good information on their websites, and actually those 2 organizations do a lot actually in the community. Both right now are running benefits for their programs. So they've got a lot of information to share, a lot of places to turn parents, and really when they have those events, it's more about getting people together, getting parents together, and it's about networking and just realizing a little bit more about autism and you know, what's going on.
Do you feel an overwhelming responsibility to help those less fortunate? Leadership Murray's Feed the Need is here to provide you with some steps you can take to give back to the community. Here's Megan Brew with the official word on how you can help needy families in Maury County.
I'm Megan Brew. I'm a member of the 2013 class of Leadership Maury and a marketing specialist with the Center for Profitable Agriculture. We are here today representing our class project called Feed the Need, which is a project to help fight hunger in Maury County. We are here at Chick-fil-A today to drop off one of our collection bins for non-perishable food items. We are asking the entire county to support this project by donating non-perishable food items at drop-off points in Mount Pleasant and Columbia and Spring Hill, or to make financial contributions by sending a check to the Family Center indicating it's for the Feed the Need project. Non-perishable food items can be anything from peanut butter or canned meats like tuna or canned chicken to pastas or dried beans, almost anything in a box or a can that doesn't need to be refrigerated. Feed the Need kicked off on April 8th and will run through May 3rd. of 2013. We hope to make this an annual project, and we'll do this again next spring. There are many locations that people can drop off donations of non-perishable food. County-wide locations are Community First Bank and Trust and First Farmers Banks. In Mount Pleasant, people can drop off food at Mount Pleasant Power or CB. In Columbia here at Chick-fil-A, where we'll drop our bin in just a minute, First Presbyterian Church, Columbia Academy, the YMCA, the King's Daughter School Center for Autism, and in Spring Hill City Hall and the Longview Recreation Center. To find out more about the Feed the Need project, people can visit Facebook at Maury Feed the Need or call the Maury Alliance at 388-2155.
Here at Maury County Now, we cover a lot of subjects, and sometimes we're impacted by the subjects we cover. This is Sylvester, and you may have seen Sylvester after our animal shelter segment here on Maury County Now. And after the segment, I adopted Sylvester. He's part of my household now. And there are many wonderful other pets out at the animal shelter that you can adopt. So make sure you go out and visit today and check out the wonderful animals that they have ready for adoption. Thanks for watching Maury County Now. We'll see you next time.